Over the past few months, life has been very stressful for international students in the United States. Many students have suddenly lost their visas and student status, putting their entire future in America at risk. Now, the situation first got worse when US President Donald Trump said that international students who took part in protests against Israel could have their visas cancelled. But soon after, even students who had nothing to do with protests started losing their legal status for small or unclear reasons. Among all who are affected, Indian students make up the highest number. However, there is some good news too. A group of 133 international students fought back by taking the Trump administration to the court. And they have won a major victory, at least for now. Now, the court has temporarily stopped their deportation and given them a chance to stay legally in the United States. According to a report by one of the biggest media houses, all these 133 students had a valid F1 student visa. Many of them were about to finish their studies and graduate soon. Some were even working under the OPT, Optional Practical Training Program, which allows students to work in the US after completing their degree. But unexpectedly, their record in the government system called SEVIS, that is Student and Exchange Visitor Information System, were terminated without proper reason. Losing their status meant that they became out of status, which could lead to deportation. The students quickly filed a legal case in Northern District Court of Georgia. The court reviewed the situation and issued a temporary restraining order on Friday evening, bringing a huge relief for the Indians specifically. The judge ordered the Department of Homeland Security to restore all the students' record by March 31, 2025. DHS was also told not to share or use any personal information of the students while the case is continuing. Now, in addition to that, the government agencies were asked to submit a proof by April 22, the proof that they were following the court's order. Interestingly, just a week earlier, a similar victory had been achieved by an Indian student named Krish Lal, a 21-year-old at University of Wisconsin. Krish's visa had been cancelled after he was accused of committing a minor crime, even though the charges against him were not proven in the court. Krish took the Trump administration to the court and won the case. The judge said that cancelling his visa without proper evidence was unfair and stopped the government from deporting him. Now, many experts are warning that Trump's aggressive immigration action could badly hurt the United States, and that too in the long run. Charles Cook, the co-founder of immigration law firm Cook Baxter, told one of the media houses that these policies are making international students think twice before coming to America. This is bad news for the US universities too. Colleges that depend heavily on international students for tuition fee and cultural diversity are going to be affected. Now, with fewer students planning to come, universities are extremely worried about their future finances. In fact, recent data shows a very sharp drop in the numbers of international students, specifically Indians, applying to American universities. Many are looking at safer options like Germany, France, or other European countries where the immigration rules are less unpredictable. At the very same time, new data from the American Immigration Lawyer Association paints a worrying picture. They collected 327 reports of international students having their visa revoked, and about 50% of them were Indian students. Now, this is heartbreaking because Indian students often take huge education loans, sometimes worth the tens of lakhs of rupees, just to study in the US. When their visas are suddenly cancelled for small reasons, not only their studies are interrupted, but they also face a massive financial burden. If they are deported back to India, paying back these big loans becomes almost impossible. And now, the fight of these 133 students shows that standing up for your rights can make a difference. But it also highlights how uncertain life can become as an international student in today's America. The future remains uncertain, but for now, these students have earned a hard-fought chance to stay and continue chasing their American dream.